Traders, investors, even you degenerate gamblers. Yes, I'm talking to you. Welcome back. And the question of the day is the bull back? And bullish, I mean, are the markets going up? Bearish, are the markets going down? Let's take a look quickly at the S&P 500 and see what's going on.
Yeah, RA super church, I'm switching filings. Pushing this off white MTM coupe, it look like cocaine. Top down track phone peeping, got a baddie with some good brain. Running up these digits, know this money ain't a damn thing. She like how I roll, she won't let me go. Yeah. I have diamonds froze, money stacked and rolled.
All right, so I have some pretty simple lines on the S&P 500 right now. To make it simple, these are called channels. So if we look, I always start out my analysis looking at the long term. So this is all the way back to 2010 back here. And you see the S&P 500 has respected this very long-term line of resistance. We broke through in 2021, had some extremely bullish movement. And now we're starting to cool off a little bit. Let's take a look, zoom in and look at the daily. And that gives you a little bit more idea what's going on. We got a channel right here that's been holding. We have support at this area, a little support at this area, support with some breaking through at that area. And then we had that full breakthrough right there. On the 18th of January, and we continued down until we found some support. We bumped up, found resistance, and then we went down again and we found support here. So this is a channel. This is telling us that the market is always going to be extremely symmetrical. You can find some beautiful symmetry in the markets, especially on the indices. So are we going to reject at this point? You know, it's hard to say, but if we take a look, the next two trading sessions should let us know. So if markets kind of blow through this area to make new highs, let me see if I can get this brush to work. You know, if markets blow through this area to new highs, you know, that could be a possibility, or we could bounce from that area and then take another look and go right about there. If we do bounce, I feel like our low would come in around March 17th, and we have a very major support line right there. So that all coincides for me. I have that long dated support line. That next point of support perfectly coincides with that long area of resistance I was explaining and showing to you earlier. So if we bounce off that area, that would make perfect sense to me. But could we go up before we go down? We could, but we just know that this is a level of possibility. And as traders, we need to be prepared for either outcome. So how you play this, there's a few ways to play this. As soon as I saw the markets drop earlier this year, I bought around that level right there. I made another buy in this level. I took profit in this area right here, this zone. Markets dropped again. I bought in around here, and we have to see where it goes. If we get about right here, I will shave some profits. If we get about right here, you know, that would be really exciting, but you know, we have to trade the charts that we see. What's going on the RSI? If you could see, the RSI typically lines up with these zones. All right, we had a low on the RSI, which let us know the markets were a little bit overextended to the low end, and then we quickly had a bounce. So right now we had a bounce off that area. And we have the RSI finding a little bit more support at the 30, like where it usually has been an area of a rebound. What does that mean? We'll have to wait and see. As far as like the volatility index, let's take a look at VIX. VIX is trending down. I would like to see VIX, get under 20 before I know we're in full bullish formation. But we have been riding in this zone for quite a while. Okay, and what I mean is this area right here. Like we have been well above 30 for the last few sessions. And for those of you who don't know, the volatility index is like a fear gauge of the markets. These are a lot of people. This means people are selling right now. There's intense selling pressure. People are selling positions that they've had for a while. And what happens is the market makers use the news, all these crazy events. They can force the markets to go to lower prices. And these are areas where they are buying in heavy. You see these massive spikes in buying volume. This is institutional buying happening. All right. And when those institutions all buy together in tranches, it causes the markets to lift up shortly. So we had a big 4% day that day. So yeah, there's a panic, but somebody's buying at the bottom of that panic. All that pessimism, they're buying up your pessimism. So don't be fearful. All right. And it's hunting for stop losses as well. So like market makers know that people will have stop losses in certain areas, and they will hunt for those stop losses. As these stop losses are getting hit and retail traders are selling, market makers are buying. Longer term, very smart money is buying, and the markets will lift off. All right. So we're just waiting for that situation where it might bounce, go like something like this, bounce, and then we'll see it take off to the moon, hopefully to the moon. What else is going on? Let's take a look at some of the highest gains for the day. So I know everybody gets in the break room at work, or they're with their friends, they're at family dinners, and they're saying, "Yeah, I bought some MOHO. I bought it on the dip. It's gonna go crazy." It probably won't, and let me tell you why. So like this is a consumer cyclical company from China. I haven't heard of this company, but today it did 160 million. In shares traded of volume. That is a lot of volume. It's not the most volume for the day. The most volume for the day was MULN, SoFi, Ford, AMD, but it was right up there. And it caused a percent change of 56%. So you would think, oh, something's going on. Let me chase that. Let's take a look at the chart. Let's take a look at the long term of the chart, which I always do. If you look, it is a long downtrend. Okay, this is not a bullish trend. This is a long downtrend. It had a low of 17 cents. This is a penny stock. Okay, this is a penny stock. So all those shares traded. I bet if we took a look, it might be some insider trading or something like that. Who knows? But if we take a look at one of my favorite databases, Reuters, and we look at the financials of that company, we could take a look at their total revenue. The cash of the business is the most important thing you can look at, like the total revenue. How much money are they making? Because when you're buying the stock, you're buying a piece of the business. You're not just clicking a button and buying some green box on a screen. You're actually a owner of a piece of that business, and you have to start thinking like this as you're investing. Their total revenue in 2017, 98 million. 18, about 200 million. 19, 329 million, and they just had a bad year in 2020, and we're not seeing their income statement from 21 and 22. But But that's just the revenue. That's not their net income after taxes. After taxes, they only made 2 million, 6 million, 2 million, and then they lost 13 million this year. That's a negative. So if you look at their balance statement, this company is in debt. All right. So it's not a good company to buy. You can use it for a trade. I wouldn't trade it. But some people were, because there was a lot of crazy volume today. It looks like for the most part, people were shorting it as well. Let's look at an income statement from a very profitable company like NVDA. And let's start looking at their chart. Let's look from the wide view. NVIDIA is just this monstrous uptrend, and they've split a few times, which has made it easier for other people to buy in as far as the stock splits. Right now, they're close to the 200-day moving average. They have a long uptrend. This is a good chart that I would invest in. Just looking at it, it is a long, smooth uptrend. If we take a look at the financials in 2018, they did 9 billion, 2019, 11 billion, 2020, 10 billion, 2021, 16 billion, 2022, 26 billion. And you see this nice uptrend in revenue growth. If you take a look at their net income after taxes, and they're profitable, they're making money. This is a company that is good to invest in. This is something I would want to hold in my portfolio. This is a company I would like to own a piece of. So you need to make sure you're thinking about that as you're investing. Is the company profitable? Is this a business that I would actually want to buy? Why would we buy a business that is not profitable? Let's take a look at cryptocurrencies. Let's look at the overall market cap, everybody. So market cap of Bitcoin right now, 800 billion. Bitcoin is almost about to hit $1 trillion. And I think that can absolutely happen. It's up 23% in the last 7 days. And lots of it being traded. We got XRP at number 6. We got Solana at number 8. We got Avalanche at number 10. All these coins at the top of here are very, very, not very, but these are safe buys. I would stay away from Cardano personally, but I like Avalanche. I hold Avalanche. I have a very small amount of Shiba Inu. I have the Kronos coin. I think Kronos could be a monster over the next couple of years. I like everything they're doing. And I just have a good feel about it. With crypto, it's not always what you see on paper. It's more so like, buy the rumor, sell the news kinds of thing. FTM, Decentraland, these are all coins that could really, really blow. Let's take a look at the volume over the last 24 hours, like what people are really trading, like what's moving the most. Gala Games, a gaming token that could take off as well. And all of crypto typically follows Bitcoin. I treat Bitcoin and crypto almost like the S&P 500. It lets you know the overall health of what the market is and in the general direction of the market, where it's going. Because if Bitcoin dips, typically the other altcoins follow suit. And they all have, some of them move a little before, some of them move a little after. You just have to kind of study it and really figure out those wave patterns. Bitcoin has an incredible channel that it's been holding. Right now, we've dipped below that channel a little bit. But if we look at the monthly candle, we have very bullish candles on the monthly chart. And if you look right here, after a period of consolidation, Bitcoin, it goes green a little bit, and then typically Bitcoin it will explode. Same thing here, slight upward movement, then it explodes. So you kind of have to position yourself to take advantage of those much larger moves, and it takes a little bit of time. So we've bounced back here, but if you can find an entry at about 40,000 and hold for the next leg up, let's say if Bitcoin goes, to conservatively 75,000. From our current location, that could be a almost 100% gain for you. All right. Considering that the S&P averages is about 12% per year, like 100% gain is a very, very how can I say, that's a sexy gain. That's Lambo money. So go ahead and think about getting some more crypto in your portfolio if you don't have any yet. How I do is like I hedge everything. Like I diversify my portfolio. So you want to have a little bit of crypto, you want to have a little bit of S&P 500, and you want to pick something in your portfolio to center it around. I think a good center of your portfolio is NASDAQ or SPY, like the S&P 500, SPY, or the NASDAQ, the tech weighted indice, QQQ. So you center that around your portfolio and say you got 75% of your capital there, and then you have 20% in crypto, and then you have 5% spread out of more speculative risky bets, or something like that. You want to put some thought into your portfolio, taking into account your risk profile. That's about it for today. I just want to keep it pretty simple. Traders, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Our Discord group is growing, and I want to get as many of you in there as possible. That is where I put my daily plays, my ideas, and you get to network and meet many other like-minded individuals and traders just like yourself. Thank you. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time.
Lamborghini